each one of you over here, before we begin, that what's your thought process? Like, what is the first thought that you have when you think of CAT as an exam? Can you just write in comment sections? There's any answer? Exam for smart people. Okay. No, no. Any more answers? Positive attitude towards the question paper. Okay. Not that difficult syllabus wise. All right. Fine, fine. So I will try to keep this session like just give me a thumbs up. Are you okay with English or English like Hindi and English mix? Is that okay with all of you? With good academics, all cool, all cool. Yes. Okay, cool. So the first thing before I start, it reminds me of my college days when I used to be there at RCUEM, and these sessions we used to sit at the back rows and used to not listen properly. But now that we are out of it, we realize the importance of it, and वो कितना ज़्यादा important था वो time पे समझना चीज़ों को. But better late than never. So I will try to give you things which are not there on Google. Like most of the things can be accessed through Google through various platforms, but few things which you gain through experience, I will try to share that and try to give you the recipe, you can say, which you just need to follow and you need to experiment with all this thing around. Fine. Yeah. So is the screen visible now? Yes. Okay, fine. So yeah, so what is CAT exam basically? It's nothing but only basics. You don't need to get and study rocket science. Like people think कि जिनका academics बहुत अच्छा होता है उनके लिए है, nothing of that sort. I have known students who actually had 10, 12 in the range of 60s, and they even like barely passed their graduation, but they went on to score 99 and 99.5 plus and got admission into IIM Calcutta. So जो भी एक myth है ना कि बहुत अच्छा स्कोर होना चाहिए या फिर you need to be very smart, it's nothing of that sort. You only need to be very consistent and you should have that patience to crack a exam. That's all it demands. The exam is all about basics. Basically, anything that you studied till your 10th standard, nothing after that. If you look at the problems in cons, it's only time, speed, distance, or probability, or and that type of questions, algebra also. And even in your verbal, it's again the basic things which you used to solve in your 8th 10th class, the reading comprehensions and all those things. And what is LRDI? LRDI is nothing but just your ability to solve a puzzle and just to work things around if you are presented with a situation. So you need to understand why the exam has been framed in such a manner. Like we had doubts कि verbal क्यों है या फिर LRDI क्यों है, cons क्यों है. You need to understand that right now you are engineers, we are engineers, okay, but after a point of time you will be getting into a management position. Now consider a situation that you are leading a firm and तुम्हारे पास एक बहुत बड़ा बुकलेट आता है जिसमें लिखा होता है कि यार the company is facing XYZ issue. अब what VARC teaches you over here, why VARC is there, basically you need to go through that complete booklet and just pick the right information so that you can solve that issue, right? That is why VARC is there. It checks your ability to comprehend the sentences and to look at the situation and just crack that. LRDI is nothing but working with numbers and datas. Because जब तुम कंपनी में आते हो ना तो there are lot of datas कि ये डेटा है कंपनी का, यहाँ प्रॉफिट हुआ है, यहाँ लॉस हुआ है, these things are not working around, सप्लाई चेन में इशू है, इन्वेंट्री कम हो रहा है. These are nothing but datas. So basically LRDI is there so that you can get the grasp of how you can break the data and how you can extract the information out of the data and how you can solve that situations. And cons is basically all about numbers. Since you're dealing with company and figures and money, etc., quant has to be there to check your skills. So this is all in all about cat and why it has been structured in that way. If we look at what it demands, it basically demands your time management skills, your selection skills, and can you play on your strengths. Basically, it's not important that you are strong in all the situations or you have all the strengths that you have. You need to accept that these are your strengths, these are your weaknesses, and then you need to play on your strengths. So how will you realize that what are your strengths? You will realize that only after practice, practice, and only practice. You cannot arrive at a conclusion if you do not practice. So you need to practice and you need to understand things so that you can understand yourself better. So cat is only going to test how you are and do you know yourself well. It is not going to test anything else. So this is all that is about exam, and the only difference that is there between cat and other exam is the time, the level, and the accuracy. So whenever someone asks me that cat मेरे से नहीं हो रहा है, I cannot focus on cat, it's very difficult. The only suggestion that I give is you need to completely prepare for cat. बाकी exams ऐसे ही निकल जाते हैं because cat has a level, and once you reach that and once you prepare accordingly, you are bound to crack other exam as well. To be very honest, I never studied for snap. I hardly prepare for XAT, and I like didn't even like study for NMAT. I simply prepared for CAT and other exams just followed after that. So you need to understand that you need to prepare for CAT very seriously ताकि बाकी एग्जाम्स भी मतलब वो फ्री गिफ्ट समान हो जाए. So for example, if I give you a comparison between a CAT and snap, if you are well prepared for CAT, the only thing that you need to change in snap is your speed. So basically, in CAT, you need to attempt 34 questions in a particular section in 60 minutes. There, you need to attempt 60 questions in 60 minutes. उससे कारण क्या होता है कि लेवल भी कम हो जाता है. तो जो एक फियर है ना कि मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा, वो तो निकाल ही दो सबसे पहले. आई एम जस्ट स्विचिंग माई स्क्रीन फॉर अ मोमेंट. Can you guys just write down what are your target percentiles before we begin so that I get to get the gist of it? Just write in the comment section. 99, okay. 9, okay. Go on. We are 33 people. At least 15 replies. ताकि वो थोड़ा मतलब सही भी रहे. 95 plus. Okay. Fine. So most of you are targeting 95 plus and 99 plus. I will just share the screen again. Now look at the stats. मैं स्टैट्स इसलिए लेके आया हूँ कि तुम्हें क्लियर रहे कि व्हाट इट डिमांड्स एंड is it really difficult to get there. So if you look at 2017, 18, and 19, the 90 percentile, there's a fluctuation from 118 marks, 103, and roughly around 100 marks. Similarly with 99, it's at 174, 154, 158. So you can observe a trend that 2017 paper was comparatively easy, 18 a little bit difficult, and 19 a little bit more difficult. But to achieve 90 percentile, 100 and around 110 is good to go. So what is the conclusion of that? The conclusion is simple. अगर 100 marks चाहिए है, you need around 33 questions. 33 into 3 around 99 marks. 33 is like 11 questions per set. Out of 34, you only need to solve one third of the paper correctly. So the fear that we had during our 10th and 12th कि नहीं मुझे पूरा पेपर सॉल्व करना है, then only I will get the marks and I will get the percentage. यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है. यहाँ पे you need to solve the paper according to your strengths and according to your comfort. हाँ obviously तुम्हें push करना है खुद को. यहाँ पे it's percentile. Understand the game. There's a vast difference between percentage and a percentile. And to be honest, start targeting 100. Don't target 99. Don't target 95. Your target should be only 100. And it's achievable. Trust me, it's achievable. Because if you're going to target 100, you कुछ ना कुछ होता ही है during your CAT exam. CAT exam is supposed to surprise you on particular days and supposed to like take you back. तुम कितना भी prepare कर लो, It is going to surprise you. That's the only reason why people have like various different approaches to CAT exam. So your only thought process should be to target 100, prepare accordingly, and फिर paper कैसा भी आए, you obviously would land somewhere above 95 only. So that should be your target, and that's how you should proceed ahead. I think things are clear up to here, and we will take the questions at the end of the slide. Is that fine? Okay. So let's come to the post-exam process. Like what after you have given your CAT exam, or what after you completed all the exams. You need to understand that till CAT or till maybe all the other different exams, you were competing with yourself, you were preparing on your own. But बॉस जो रियल गेम होता है ना, it begins after your CAT. I will tell you from my experience. I was in my second attempt like quite confident कि यार नहीं मेरा GDP है तो अच्छा ही है, everything will go like सब अच्छा हो जाएगा. But trust me, when you are out of CAT and when CAT gets over, it's time for your GDPI. So what does the process consists of? It's either group discussion or a VAT. VAT is basically essay writing of 1 page or 2 page and a PI. So you need to understand that if you have a shortlist, let's say from IIM Calcutta or let's say NEETI or for any other colleges, you need to understand that people would be coming from IIT Bombay, people would be coming from IIT Delhi. These are gold medalists in their fields. Um, in one of my interviews at IIM Indore, I guess, the student just who was going to go before me, she was a gold medalist in Maths Olympiad. So these kind of people are you are going to face in your GDPI. So what is more important, like are you well equipped? मतलब खुद को कभी क्वेश्चंस पूछना, तुम्हारा करंट अफेयर स्ट्रांग है, एंड डू यू नो थिंग्स अराउंड, डू यू हैव अ ग्रास्प ऑफ ऑल योर सब्जेक्ट्स. बट दैट डजंट मीन तुम वो अचीव नहीं कर सकते. लेट्स कीप इट वेरी टू द पॉइंट. There are only few things that you need to do on a regular basis जो मैं बता रहा हूँ, and this is good to go. These are not something which are extras. This is very basic that you can start doing from today or from tomorrow whenever you feel like. Just read the editorial sections of the Hindu or any other different newspaper. Try avoiding local newspapers like the Hitwada etc because of the language etc. And whenever you get time, what I used to follow is there is a YouTube channel called Study IQ. They upload their current affair videos. 5-6 मिनट का वीडियो होता है या 10 मिनट मैक्स. You can go through that and you will get the grasp of it. And once the exams are over, you can enroll with some good GDPI classes. They prepare you well, really well, since we are not that much prepared at that position. But on in all, it's a fun journey. You need to understand that it's a journey and it's not the end result that we are targeting. You need to give your best daily and you need to go through it on a daily basis and you need to enjoy it. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है मैं बता रहा हूँ कि ये है वो है ये है. That's nothing to scare you off. It's basically to tell you that enjoy all these things that are coming your way, and these are the things that you're going to face. So that's the reality because we were never equipped with the reality. I was in the illusion that अच्छा कुछ नहीं मैंने तो marks ला लिए. I would go and I will just score things and I will just perform my well in my PI. But you need to understand that you are competing with some different people over there. So this is the basic structure. So we started with what CAT exam is. We understood what it demands from you. What are the different scores that have been there and what you need to score to get that. And next thing we saw about the GD VAT process, that what all it demands. It basically demands your current affairs and the basic understanding of the things. Fine. Yeah. So coming to the next part, just give me a minute. I will open the meeting in my mobile also so that I am able to see the comments. Just a minute.
Ajinkya, can I shoot a question?
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, it's very great to talk to you. Like, you're my senior, I'm a junior, I'm an IT pass out. So, my
Okay.
question is Like you are saying about focus on basic understanding. So basic understanding of the concepts of quants.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, and something else that we should care about in
Yeah,
terms of basic understanding.
yeah. So I will be covering all these things. It's there in the PPT. Once we complete few part. So I have aligned all the things. You don't need to worry about things. Fine.
Yeah.
Just give me
Okay, okay. Thank
just
you.
give me 5-10 minutes. We will be reaching over there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So is the screen visible again? Okay. So let's understand colleges and their importance. Um, you need to understand that जो सोसाइटी में सुनते हैं, जो मम्मी पापा एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं, एंड जो लोगों को पता होता है, दे आर IIMs. If he is studying at IIM, basically he is doing really good. But you need to understand that IIMs is not everything. Leaving top 5 IIMs, A, B, C, L for that matter, and K, all the other colleges are at level playing field, or they are struggling to get where they are. But you need to understand the importance of other colleges also, because what the society thinks and what the industry thinks, there's a vast difference. It's the industry you're going to work in, and the people who are going to hire you are going to be from the industry itself. So whether you're from IM XYZ, or from you are from XLRI or MICA, in the way industry pursues you, looks at you, is completely different. So if I talk about, let's say, for example, I will tell you about my personal experience. When I thought of enrolling with NEETI, most of the people in my relatives, no one knew about NEETI. But at the same time, when I connected with alumni and when we had sessions from like the vice president and the presidents of PNG, HUL, they are the people who are looking for people to get into their jobs, into their roles, operations role from NEETI itself. So you need to understand that all the colleges have a particular expertise. For example, NEETI is called the Mecca of operations and supply chain. So anyone who wants to specialize in operations supply chain, NEETI is like their D college. In my college, people are there who have left. Even I am Bangalore, and people who had actually very high packages, who are from IITs and all other students. Especially if you go for MICA, MICA is especially for those who are actually and genuinely interested in what marketing is, what brand management is. Similarly, Accelerate has been in the industry to and known for its HR course. Like, look at all the top HRs, they are from Accelerate. So it's not only about IIMs, it's about their alumni base, how old that college is, and how well that college is connected to the industry. So burst the myth over here that it's only IIM that you're targeting. You should first target your scores, and then the colleges that you dream of. It should not be like यार नहीं चलिए तो IIM में मैं ले लूंगा, because after that things might turn out to be quite different. So it would be better that you research about the field that you get into and how you're going to proceed ahead. So this is all about colleges and their importance. And जस्ट टू लेट यू नो कि मतलब IIMC सब कुछ नहीं होता है यार. मतलब हम जब कॉलेज में थे तो वी यूज्ड टू हियर कि नहीं IIM में गया, IIM में गया. बट नाउ दैट वी आर आउट ऑफ इट, वी रियलाइज कि इट्स नॉट ओनली IIMs but all other colleges who have like very high standards. Moving ahead, so I'm assuming कि most of you are preparing for CAT 2021. Just let me know in the comments.
Yes.
Okay, fine, fine. So I'm एक second. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you from the perspective of 2021. Fine. हाँ, अब मेरा मोबाइल भी चालू हो चुका है, तो you can like just comment and I can see all the comments. Good. So yeah, if we target CAT 2021, there are few things that I will tell you, and this is something that I am telling you from my personal experience, and you don't need to look here and there for answers. If you just follow this few things, you are good to go. And nothing hard and fast. ऐसा नहीं है कि तुमने अभी से करना चाहिए जो मैं बता रहा हूँ. It's like ideal plan. It might happen that you might miss few months, but that's okay. You need to just reschedule things accordingly. So if we talk about basic things and the basic structure, that how you're going to proceed ahead, let's say you start in January. I would suggest you that you start by December, but January, since most of your exams are done and you are entering into the new semester, start with January. You have your colleges going on during this phase. Let's say from January to March or April, focus completely on your basics. By basics, what do I mean? By basic, I mean the basic chapters, the first level 1 questions of cons of LRDI, and in verbal. So I will tell you how you are going to proceed ahead with the basics. When you come to April to maybe July, you can focus on revising these topics, because the topics that you studied in January, they are not going to be that fresh by the time you enter April. We are assuming the exam to be in the last week of November or December. So you need to understand that you have to keep revising things. So basically, you would be covering with your basics from January, February, March till April. Then you will be focusing on revising those concepts again and solving some next higher level questions. And by the time you enter July, your whole focus should be on mocks, and you should be consistently giving your mocks. Now, let's say that you are not following this schedule and you get late. You want to start after your exam ends, and that's in your April. Still, things can go around very well. People have cracked the exam with 1 month of practice, with 3 months of practice. I am telling you from the point of view that even if you have no idea, still how you can crack that. Still, if you, let's say, your exam gets over by April or May, you can still start at that point of time. Then the only difference is the number of hours. So by the plan that I am showing over here, the minimum hours that you will require is 2 hours daily, and that is good to go. But let's say if you start by May, it would be 5 hours per day or 4 hours. Let's say if you still don't start and you decide to start in June or July, then make that to 8 to 10 hours. As simple as that. And it's not at all necessary that you should follow 8 to 10 hours. सबका grasping power अलग होता है. If you can grasp a concept and a particular type of questions in like 10 minutes, you're good to go. Just because ऐसा मत कर देना कि भैया ने बोला था कि 8 hours or 10 hours, you are sticking for 8 to 10 hours and not doing anything else. If you can complete it in 4 hours, you are good to go. So that's the basic layout. That basics, revision, and mocks. The complete focus should be on mocks, and I will tell you the importance of mocks in the next few slides. And yeah, practice and consistency. I'm again going to focus on this. CAT is a singular game of practice and consistency. No one demands that you are brilliant. No one demands that you should have some few high grades. Obviously, they matter when you go for an admission process. But to crack a particular exam, that if you have a myth that you scored very low in your 10th or 12th, or you're very poor with what you're studying right now, there's a vast difference. You need to understand that you will be appearing for CAT, which only tests your basics till 10th. Don't base your preparation on the thought process of the things that you're studying right now. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि यार लेट्स से आई एम फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम स्टडिंग CSE and I'm not understanding the Python and anything else, but that should not demotivate me to study less for CAT. So that is the thing. You just need to start, practice, 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 and only practice. इतना practice होना चाहिए ना कि मतलब रात में अगर मैं उठा के किसको पूछ भी दूं कि what is 25 square, you should know the answer. Like, this is the very basic thing. But still, moving ahead. So what you can see over here are my personal recommendations, and after trying for two, I guess 2 or 3 years, जो filter करके निकलता है, the best of the lot, these are those things. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot of this. But after like 2 or 3 attempts, I have realized these are the things that if I, अगर ये मैंने कर लिया रहता ना, maybe in my final year, maybe in my third year or after college, मैंने बहुत पहले क्रैक कर लिया रहता. So these are the things that you can start doing. Let's start one by one, from verbal, then move to LRDI, and then towards cons. If you look at verbal, you need to understand that it's all about reading. फर्स्ट थिंग, सब इंजीनियर्स यहाँ पे, engineers are known to be weak in verbal. That is not the rule, but most of us are not, we do not have the habit of reading continuously. Because if you look at people from arts background or commerce background, they are into reading a lot of things, so things are quite different for them. But since we are engineers, we need to develop that habit and we need to work on ourselves. So इसको तुम कैसे improve कर सकते हो? The first thing is reading. Reading and only reading. You need to read at least 45 minutes daily. Like this should be your habit for your lifetime, but since you are starting now, 45 minutes is good to go. Then second thing is critical reasoning. What is critical reasoning? Basically, I will tell you that if I say that XYZ person jumped off the cliff, this sentence is a normal sentence. What few people will assume, cliff से कूद गया है, he might have committed suicide, he might have died. But this is not critical reasoning is. What critical reasoning says that if you hear a statement, you analyze that, you look at what were the assumptions and what can be the conclusion. You don't directly jump to a conclusion. If you want to ace your verbal, if you want to ace the RCs that you're going to face, you need to have a strong critical reasoning and a strong reading habit and grammar, obviously. Grammar में क्यों, why I have included grammar basically to address the various different exams. CAT is not going to test you on grammar, but the other exams are going to ask you few grammar questions. So you need to know few basic things and you will develop that over time. And the last thing is RC practice. You need to practice at least, if you are starting in January, you need to practice 2 RCs daily. Let's say if you are starting in July, you need to practice 5 RCs daily. Basically, they will develop your habit. Now the question is, करे कहाँ से ये चीजें? I will tell you the sources. These are the sources that I found best, and these are few things that you can apply. If you talk about reading, you can read from sites like alldaily.com, Aeon, The Guardian, Wall Street Journal, and EPW.in. These were the few sources that I followed to read various articles. So the first two websites over here, they have a curated data set and information and various articles which are updated daily. So you can read at least one article from there, and they have articles not only in a particular section but वो various genres को touch करता है, like psychology, history, arts, etc. Because RCs in CAT are not going to test you on your very easy language, but something which deals with psychology, something which deals with arts, because they are also testing the people from arts background. You need to understand that. So start reading from these sources. काफी सही websites है ये, and इनके जो articles होते हैं, they are really helpful. So you can start with these things, and as you go ahead, you will realize कि यार, after solving let's say 1000 RCs, you will understand that psychology is a part, for example, where I am performing very badly. So what you do, how do you address that weakness? You read a lot psychological articles. What I used to do is, uh, for me personally, psychology, philosophy, these were my weak spots. And I realized this by the end of, let's say, August. For next 1 month, I daily read only philosophy and psychology articles. Google that, you will find some journals. Read from there. Basically, you should be equipped with that language. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए CAT के पेपर में कि that you go there and you find a new language and you're not able to understand that. So these are few things जो तुम अभी से कर सकते हो. And रोज एक आर्टिकल पढ़ो, more than enough. You have let's say 365 days. Still 365 days, रोज एक दो आर्टिकल्स पढ़ते रहो. That will develop your speed, that will develop your grasping power, and also the way you read articles. This is first thing. Second thing, critical reasoning. तो मैंने बता तो दिया कि critical reasoning होता क्या है, but how you are going to move ahead with that. So there's a GMAT club, एक वेबसाइट है. It's a forum for people who are targeting GMAT on all other exams. So GMAT club पे you will get critical reasoning level 600, level 700. Start practicing from there. And if you need to understand ना कि ये concept क्या है, go directly to YouTube. सब चीज available है. The all these things I'm telling you, assuming that you're not joining any classes. Obviously, if you join a particular class or coaching, they are going to guide you. I'm just telling you what basic things that you can follow besides the coaching that you're going to get. So in critical reasoning, there are strengthening, weakening, assumptions, conclusions. So you can practice that from the GMAT club. They have a good resource over there. Similarly, one of the RCs, you can Google RC99. You will get a PDF of 99 RCs, 33 each, like easy, medium, and difficult. You can practice that. Then also there are various website and forums where you can find RCs, and that's like it quite an easy thing that you can access through, because since you have Google. Let's come to LRDI. Now, how you can develop the skills to open a puzzle. अब पजल होता कैसा है? लेट्स अज्यूम जो बचपन में खेलते थे ना, पजल्स कनेक्ट करते थे, यहाँ पे सेम वही चीज है. The only thing is you should know how to open that puzzle. How you're going to develop that? Start from the very scratch. Let's say you do not know anything about puzzles. Start with Sudoku. Like solve one Sudoku daily. There are various apps for Sudoku. You can install that and you can daily solve that. I still remember I used to solve around 2 to 3 Sudokus daily because I was performing very badly in my LRDI. Start with Sudoku. Then you can also work on puzzles. There's a book by Shakuntala Devi, I guess, a book on puzzle. You can have a look at that. Then, as you proceed ahead, like these are the daily things. So, if you talk about verbal, the daily things that you need to do is daily reading, and that is good to go. For LRDI, solve one or two Sudokus daily and one puzzle some days before you reach that stage. Again, LRDI is all about solving a set. So once you completely get into the process, and if you have time right now from January, from March, April, buy any book, maybe Arun Sharma or anything like that, and you can start solving sets and try to end it before April. I do not want you, any of you, to take the things to solve post April or let's say post July, especially nothing after July, because that time is there to only fine tune your strategies and fine tune your hard work. Apart from this, the second table over here in LRDI, these are my personal recommendations. If you want to work on your basics, there's this Rudha channel on YouTube. Go there, search for Rudha LRDI playlist. It covers basics, like all the topics one by one. You can watch that video and बहुत सही से explain किया है. I found this website in last 2 months of my preparation, and I was regretting कि मुझे पहले क्यों नहीं बताता ये चीजें. So that guy explains all the concepts in a proper function step by step. This is for basics. Second cheese that has benefited me a lot is the Elites Greed. It's a Facebook group also and a YouTube channel also. They run their online coaching classes. They have a playlist on their YouTube which is completely free, and they have handpicked some very nice sets from all the different years of cat and from all the mocks, and the good sets that you can call. And step by step, they have told you how to open that set. So honestly, if I tell you, if you just complete these two things now, Rodha LRDI playlist and Elite's Grid LRDI playlist, you should be able to crack sets. Trust me on this. These two things are really helpful and they really help me a lot. Again, LRDI is all about variety of sets. Like, don't solve a particular set again and again. अगर पता है कि ये set के, like I can solve these type of sets, move to the higher level or move to a different variety and keep practicing on this. I will try to keep things till this point only, because once you start doing these things, you are going to face a lot of questions, and then we can work on things at later stage. I won't burden you with all those things जो तुम्हें बाद में करना चाहिए जुलाई के बाद. I'm just telling you things that you can move ahead with right now. If you talk about cons, squares, cubes, fractions, they should be on your like fingertips. Uh, Especially for squares, 1 to 30, learn them by heart. Cubes, 1 to 10. Fractions, you should know the fractions and its equivalent value. Try to avoid calculator. You might ask me कि यार, we have a calculator in our exam, but trust me, you do not have that much time to open that calci and solve that question. Right from day one of your preparation, the only focus should be on mental solving. If you see a question, if you see a problem, दिमाग में कैलकुलेशन हो जाना चाहिए. इतने जल्दी नहीं होगा. It needs practice. Start to developing that from day one. By the time you reach August, September, you are good to go. You can see the question and you can solve that. Fourth cheese in cons, again, all about practice. And you need to realize that you are practicing questions जो एक set है. Cat में obviously different आएंगे, but you need to just practice a lot of things. One book that I recommend people who are maybe not going for coaching, for example, if you're going for Time Institute, they have a really nice material. I'm talking about the material that they have. Either solve the material completely from Time, or a book on cons by Sarvesh Verma. It's I guess around 600 or 800 pages book, but it's one of the best books that's there in the market. uh, like I will still prefer this book over Arun Sharma for the very reason they start from basic. In Sarvesh Sharma book, if you have a problem with a particular concept, they will start from basic. They will explain you the concept. They will give you some solve examples, and then they will give some questions for you to solve. So that's one book that I will recommend you. And the second thing, by the time you enter June, July, and by the time you have finished Sarvesh Verma, you can start solving from the previous mocks, like mocks from Time, IMS, Career Launcher, and all these things are available on platform. You just need to search for them. Again, cons is all about time based, and yeah, um, let's say for first 2 or first 3 months you are focusing on solving things. I will tell you, go slowly. Try to understand concepts, because the initial 3 months are for you to understand concepts. तुम्हें समझ में आना चाहिए कि कर क्यों रहे हैं एंड उसमें हो क्या रहा है. बिकॉज you do not want to be in that situation कि एग्जाम के एक महीने पहले you are understanding things कि why this is happening around. So the initial phase, give it to your learnings. After that, work on time testing. By time testing, I mean set a timer for 30 minutes. Take a target that today I will solve 15 questions in 30 minutes. Increase those questions 10, 12, 15, 17, 20. Try to achieve your best over there and try to focus, let's say, those strong areas जो यहाँ मैंने लिखा है, that is for you to focus post August, September, not right now. Right now, you need to study each and every topic. And again, once you're done with all the solving, I'm taking an example of Time over here or IMS. If you study a topic, go and give their sectional test, the subject test, the topic test, and after few once you are practice your practice is done over there, go for the sectional test, complete 60-minute sectional test. Again, the recommendation over here, Elite's Grid YouTube channel, they have one video which tells you about how to attempt a con section, and also various concept wise questions on cons. Like these are things which I did my preparation from. There might be different resources that you have, they might be very good, no doubt on that, but these are things that work for me. Moving ahead, yeah, so before coming to this slide, I will like to just tell you one basic rough idea how things go around. एकदम बेसिक इसमें समझाऊंगा. अ, अभी start with the basics, focus on basics, keep testing yourself, test yourself topic wise. Then you enter the phase where you only test your test taking strategies by giving a lot of mocks and only mocks. Okay, so this is the basic layout that you should follow. Coming to the next part, these are few additional tips that I would like to give from my end. Stick with like-minded people around, because in this journey you do not need, I mean, you should have your friends obviously, but if you're preparing for an exam, try to connect with people who are also preparing for the exam, and जो थोड़े अच्छे लोग हो, मतलब they should not demotivate you, they should motivate you. Why this? Because the more you discuss with some people, the it's better that you are going to improve. Because let's say for example, if I'm preparing for cat and all my friends, like the one whom I am discussing with daily are the ones who are not preparing for any exams, or who are just doing their job, or they are pursuing some different field. You won't get that motivation. As simple as that. If you need a motivation, stick with people around who are preparing for the same exam. Second thing, there's this blog, thecatwriter.com. This is the go-to solution for all your queries. He is the director or head at IMS Mumbai, one of the best guys, best professors you can say when it comes to CAT. He will be taking your sessions once you enter the end phase of the exam. So for any queries, how to attempt LRDI, what are the topics you need to study, how is the exam, should we have a work X, should we have be freshers, then what are the benefits with freshers, जो भी questions हो A to Z, he is there to address you. So try to read that blog whenever you have few questions in your mind. Okay, now I'm at this phase, how I need to proceed ahead. So the catwriter.com is the one. Third is Pagal Guy. The Pagal Guy is a platform, and it's like a forum. It's like 20 years old. It's especially for people who are preparing for competitive exams. So if you enroll over there, दो चीजें हो सकती है. एक चीज, you will get demotivated a lot. Why? I will tell you. This happened with me in the first year of preparation. I entered the platform. जो भी वहाँ बच्चे थे, जो भी स्टूडेंट्स थे, all were scoring like 180, 200 plus. And I was the guy who was scoring 34, 35, 50. And you get demotivated. Like, so in that first year, I completely ignored. But then I realized ki how I need to work around things. You cannot get demotivated by looking at other score. You do not know their story. Understand this, like एकदम ऐसे लिख लेना. If someone is scoring 99 or if someone is scoring 100, understand that he has given a lot of time in his preparation. It's not a one night game. It's not something that just because you're brilliant you have scored that. Exceptions होते हैं, but not everyone is an exception. So how I changed my approach next time when I logged into Pagal Guy, I understood that he has given some particular time to his preparation and how I can leverage that. So the best part about Pagal Guy platform is like people are very helpful over there. So even though I was scoring like 34, 50 in my mocks, I used to put my score up there and I used to ask for my doubts. The one who were scoring high used to come and solve my queries. So that's the one benefit that I got from that platform. And you connect with a lot of like-minded people who are preparing for CAT as well. So that is one thing. And the most important thing, mocks. I have written here two times to make you understand that mocks is the complete game changer. Abhi, right now at the stage that you are in, I can understand. You are maybe in your third year end or final year start, final year end maybe, or just out of college. uh, the way we look at life right now is quite different. कॉलेज का जो एक एनवायरनमेंट होता है, इट्स क्वाइट प्रोटेक्टेड. इवन आफ्टर यू गेट आउट फ्रॉम देयर, इट्स लाइक ओकेश थिंग्स. But you need to understand that the importance of few things. For example, mocks over here. Tell me one thing, why mocks are important, like why you need to test yourself again and again. Just tell me in the comment section, like two or three comments would do. Someone write the answers. Why you test yourself? Just write the answer to this. Why you test yourself? And no one is monitoring your marks, and no one is going to give you marks or deduct marks. To learn from mistakes, to learn from time management, to check where we have to improve. Fantastic. Exactly. Reality check, polishing our skills to see where we are up. Exactly. To know where we stand. SWOT. Okay. Good enough. Exactly. That's the whole point of taking mocks and giving practice. One thumb rule that I will tell you, do not judge your preparation, or do not judge yourself based on the scores that you get in your mocks. Let's say, I will tell you very honestly and very frankly, the very first mock that I gave, I had 33 percentile and roughly around 40 marks. It's very depressing at times. You need to understand that वो एक thought आता है ना कि यार I gave so much of my preparation and still I'm scoring very low. You need to look at it from a different angle, that you scored 30 percentile, right? So you still have the bracket of 70 percentile to improve. It's the same question, glass is half full or half empty. So take the mocks simply because you need to improve, simply because you need to understand your mistakes, and simply because you need to know where you stand and how you need to proceed ahead. I will repeat this again. Do not look at marks to judge yourself and do not get demotivated by them. कभी भी लगे ना कि you are getting demotivated, ping someone or you can ping me, anything that sort of. I used to ask my senior to help me, but never get demotivated from the scores that you get. You are only giving mocks to improve yourself. And I still remember the one who topped CAT 2018 or 17, Arun, some guy with A, he had a name from A. That guy gave 100 mocks. That guy gave 100 mocks. Understand, 100 mocks, 3 hours each. So the if I tell you, and I'm assuming you are starting from January, or I'm assuming that you have time, your target should be minimum 50 mocks. 50 mocks you should target, and you need to space them properly over a period of time. For example, if you start your mocks from June, in June, how you will proceed? You will proceed with one mock per week. In July, maybe two mocks per week. Continue that with August. In September, you go ahead with three mocks per week. October, again, two or three, depending on the time that you have, because you also need to revise things. But yeah, obviously, don't take a mock just before CAT, and take few less mocks towards the end of your CAT. And now, ठीक है यार, टेस्ट कर लिया, मॉक्स दे दिया, what after that? द मॉक इज ऑफ 3 hours, ठीक है? 3 घंटे का मॉक दिया है, तो गिव 6 hours टू द एनालिसिस पार्ट. डोंट गिव नेक्स्ट मॉक बिफोर एनालाइजिंग योर प्रीवियस मॉक. वाई? मैंने आज अगर एक मॉक दिया है 3 hours का, वॉट यू विल डू, यू विल गो एनालाइज दैट एट होम. हाउ यू विल एनालाइज? मिस्टेक्स कहाँ हुए, कौन से एरिया में इंप्रूव कर सकते थे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, दिस इज माई फर्स्ट मॉक, मैंने कॉन्ट्स में ये गलतियां किया, या फिर these were the topics that I was not aware of. Write them down, work on those problems, try to solve those type of questions, and then move ahead for your next mock. So before your next mock, you should have improvised and you should have worked on your mistakes that you committed in your first mock. Again, ये बोलना बहुत आसान है, करना उतना ही डिफिकल्ट है. सो इवन दो आई एम टेलिंग यू, यू माइट से कि ही हैज डन इट, क्या मतलब कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं. I did the same mistake in my first attempt. I committed the mistake of taking mocks back to back after listening to one of my seniors that you should keep taking mocks. I was like, okay, I will keep taking mocks. But the analysis part, I ignored that. Or maybe I did it on a very small scale. So that was the difference in my second attempt and first attempt. So that's why I'm telling you, if you take a mock, try to analyze it to the depth of it. Like एक भी क्वेश्चन ऐसा नहीं छूटना चाहिए कि जिसको तुमने एनालाइज नहीं किया हो. You should have known ki what went wrong, what were the topics that you need to focus on, and then you go ahead and give your next mock, and then only you will start improvising things. Next thing, maintain an Excel or a diary. Why I'm telling you this? Excel helps you keep a track of your data, and it will tell you where you were going wrong, what was your accuracy, how it was falling down, कितना improve हो रहा था. It's all about data at the end of the day. If you can leverage the data, you are good to go. So how I work around things, I am not having my Excel sheet right now, but I will tell you briefly. So I used to maintain an Excel sheet which had columns like each section, and in that section I gave options for accuracy, that if it had 34 questions, I solved 20 and I got 10 correct. So what was my accuracy? Then one thing is there which is a little bit um, like you need a lot of work for that. वो है कि like write topics also, कि just in a next sheet write the topics that you did wrong. So you won't get the result or the benefit at the end of first mock. but you will definitely get that at the end of 10th mock. क्या होगा? 10th mock तक you will be having a repository of all your scores and all your mistakes. So when you look at the 10 mocks, you will have a data which will suggest you कि boss, you were doing wrong in this particular part and you are doing this mistake consistently. For example, I used to maintain a diary for my verbal section. I was very horrible with verbal and I wanted to improve that badly. So what I did, I started writing down my mistakes, कैसे mistakes. For example, if I give a mock, you get the analysis. In the analysis, it is written what type of question was that. So मैं क्या करता था? I used to write down, okay, so the ये जो question गलत हुआ है, it has to something to do with inference type of question. And then post 10 mocks, I realized that I was consistently doing that particular set of question wrong all the time, even though you do not see the वो रहता है ना कि the more you closer you look into the mirror, the more you realize things. वैसे ही हो रहा था. When you look at it from very close point, daily जब mocks देते हो तो you don't realize your mistake. But once you start tracking down things, you realize that by the end of 10th mock or 20th mock, you know कि यार ये एक चीज है जो मैं बार बार गलत कर रहा हूँ. And then you start working on that thing. Again, I will come back to this thing. ये चीज अभी से visualize करना is very difficult since you have time to reach there, but you will realize, just keep these points in your mind or keep them noted down somewhere कि यार ऐसा कुछ बताया था इन्होंने, something like that. ठीक है. Next thing, again I will come to SWOT. Why SWOT? This is you have to do when you are maybe in September or October, last 1 month of your cat, 2 months of your cat. तब तक क्या करना? If your exam is in December, तो try to work on your weaknesses till September or August end, but try to give one complete month on your strengths. Why? Last 1 month में you don't need to work on your weakness, because भले ही वहाँ पे क्वेश्चन 34 है. I will tell you, in cons 99 percentile was after solving 20 questions or 19 if I'm not wrong. So out of 34 questions, you only had to solve 19 to 20 questions to get the 99 percentile. You get the gist of it? Basically, someone who left 11 questions still got 99 percentile. 11 or 13 questions for that matter. So you need to focus on your strengths and you need to let go of your weaknesses by the end. By the end, I am telling you, don't come back to me or tell someone that भैया ने बोला था कि नहीं weaknesses को ignore कर दो. नहीं, you need to work on your weaknesses as well, but in the last 1 month you need to completely focus on your strengths, because even though that was your weakness, for example, PNC probability are my weak points. So what I did, I just practiced the basics of it so that I'm good to go. Luckily, the question that was asked in cat exam was very basic. I was able to solve that. So ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए यार कि मतलब बेसिक पूछ यार वो भी नहीं आया. So focus on your strengths in the last month. And yeah, next thing, setting the right target. So once you start practicing mocks, giving mocks, understand one thing, you have started preparation this year, right? People are there preparing for 2 to 3 years. So if your friend, if your senior friend is scoring 95 percentile and you are scoring 70 or 60 percentile, that's not at all an equal playground, right? So you need to set your own targets. But yeah, for setting targets, you also need to keep practicing and you need to keep giving mocks. So how I proceeded, since I got like around 35-40 percentile in my first mock, how I proceeded, I set my target at 50 percentile for the next mock, then to 60, then 70, then 80, and then I started improving step by step. It's a process, understand. CAT is not like your 10th, 12th, or any other exam. CAT is a process. Things are not going to work like engineering. अभी कैसा होता है? I still recall we used to study one night before, or at एकदम एक्सट्रीम में ऐसा होता था कि one of my friend used to teach me the very morning जिस दिन पेपर होता था, and we used to clear the exams. यहाँ पे things won't work like that. You need to take it step by step. रोज थोड़ा करो, एकदम थोड़ा करो, 1 घंटा कर लो, 2 घंटा कर लो, बट करो. And set the right targets. Don't directly jump to 99. Don't directly jump to 100. And don't also directly jump to 85 if you're scoring 50. Jump to 60, then 70. And like that, you proceed ahead. Slow and steady wins the race as always. Again, understand, cat is a game and mocks make you the best in it. इट्स जो प्रैक्टिस नेट, मॉक्स आर द प्रैक्टिस नेट. विराट कोहली इतना जो प्रैक्टिस करता है इसलिए वो जाके एक्चुअली क्रिकेट में वो ही कैन परफॉर्म. इज एज इक्वल as simple as that. Focus on mocks, you will get better at your cat. Learn and improvise. पूरा कंक्लूजन एक ही पार्ट है. लर्न एंड इम्प्रोवाइज, लर्न एंड इम्प्रोवाइज. ठीक है. You just don't need to fall down, you just need to improvise again and again. With that, I am done with my part and I open it for question and answers, and you are free to ask, but go one by one.
I would like to start, Ajinkya.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Ajink,
introduce yourself first because yeah.
yeah, sure. Ajinkya, my name is like, and to my juniors, my name is Yash, and I graduated from Ramdeva itself from the electronics
Okay.
in the year of 2019. I was not placed from the college, but
Okay.
yes, I ended up getting a job in Byju's. I have worked in sales. I have
Yeah.
also,
Right.
yeah, I've worked into some embedded startups as well. So
Yeah.
down the line, based on my experience and understanding, that I realize I am just not interested in tech line.
Okay.
I don't see myself spending a lot of time or my life in front of a computer and not just investing my hours and days
Right.
just
Right.
programming something. So I realize I'm much of a people's person, so I want to get into business analytics, not
Okay.
data analytics, business
Okay.
analytics or business intelligence. So i I just saw one of the courses in India, which is business analyst from Symbiosis. So what is business analyst from your experience,
To be very
and
honest,
how is the career?
yeah, to be
Mm-hmm.
very honest, I won't give answers which I am not sure of.
Mm-hmm.
So the point that you're asking, I'm not sure of that thing. So I would
Okay.
avoid myself from giving a wrong answer rather than confusing you. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, sure, no problem. I
Since
also like,
yeah,
uh-huh.
since I never
So,
actually had an interest in business analysis part, so I never dwelled into that.
mhm.
So yeah, I will restrict myself to this thing.
Okay, no problem. And what kind of jobs then we will be doing except finance, HR, sales, marketing, if we choose MBA?
Yeah, okay. So MBA is vast. So when I was at your stage, even I thought of things like we have only these things, but there are a lot of things. So if you go step by step, if you talk about operations and supply chain, there is inventory management, there is supply chain management, transport management, operations management. There are a lot of things in each particular field. If you go for marketing, you have digital marketing, you have B2B marketing, B2C marketing. You have a lot of things over there. Similarly with HR, understand one thing: HR is not rangoli making. Please understand this thing, and HR has nothing to do with that. Um, if you pursue HR from Acceleri or TIS, you are directly entering a position from where you design the compensation plans and you design the way you are going to acquire a different company. So it's completely a different thing. Also, if you talk about any different field, there are various different roles. And before you proceed ahead with your preparation, I will give you a suggestion that invest your time in watching interviews on YouTube, on having doing some research on various fields that are out there, what are the job roles that are offered, so that you know yourself well. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि तुम अभी कंफ्यूज हो एंड देन यू गो अहेड यू से कि मुझे एमबीए करना है, यू एमबीए करने आ गए बट अभी क्या. आई एम नॉट सेइंग टू फिक्स योर गोल कि नहीं मुझे फाइनेंस ही करना है, बिकॉज थिंग्स चेंज आफ्टर योर फर्स्ट ईयर. So what happened with one of my friends? He was seriously interested in finance. He started doing courses for finance. He was interested, but when he came to know about marketing and all other subjects in his first year, he was actually inclined to marketing, and he took marketing as his major in his second year. So before you start your journey, try to get gist of all the subjects, and not subjects but all the fields. And YouTube is a amazing platform. You can access that, and you can get a lot of knowledge from there.
Well, in that case, Ajinkya, to be very honest, analytics is what I would love to do, where I have to
Yeah,
deal with
yeah.
a little of data and much of people, because I'm pretty much of a people's person. So,
Okay.
पता नहीं फिर मैंने engineering क्यों की, but ठीक है, that
That's
done
all
and
right.
dusted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right. Okay.
Mhm.
So we have one question from Vaibhavi. She says, when did you started your cat? How is the ideal time to start cat with at least 1 year work ex or direct after graduation with a study gap? Okay. So I will be very honest with this. Um how is the what is the ideal time? So ideal time, I would say, uh, knowing if someone is just average or good with numbers and good with apti, 6 months is good to go. 6 to 7 months are good to go. You can prepare an exam in 6 months, 7 months, ideally, like preparing your basics, giving your mocks and everything. But yeah, things might not be same, and things are not the same for all of them. Few people can crack it in 2 months, few in 3 months, and few take an year. That's all right. It's a it's not a competition. Basically, you need to understand. तुम perfect होना चाहिए, तुम्हारा perfect होना चाहिए. But ideally, I would say ideally it should take around 8 months. Uh, Understanding that you also have some other commitments also. The next question is with at least 1 year work ex or direct after graduation with a study gap. So see, someone's mic is on. Can you all go on mute, please? Yeah. So you need to understand one thing. Uh, there are pros and cons at both sides. If you come with a work experience, you have a lot of advantages. Advantages at the time of admission. Advantages when you are actually in a B school, because the way you have, because how a B school functions, you have case discussions, you have presentations, and someone with a work ex obviously comes in with an advantage that he has a industry viewpoint, and someone from a college, he has a viewpoint which he had during his college, but someone from an industry, he knows how the industry functions. But at the same time, few marketing companies look for freshers also. Fresher has a benefit that they are directly coming from college, so they have the habit of studying. But the people from workex but the people from workex uh, they get a little bit of time to adjust to the new surrounding. So yeah, pros cons dono hai. If you can come in with a workex, and if your workex is good enough, you should go ahead with after workex. But yeah, if situation is like this, that you want to get into a good B school and you are targeting it after college, that is also a fantastic thing to do. You save a lot on years, because by the time we people graduate from a B school, we would be maybe 26, 27. But the fresher, the one who is graduating, he would be 24 or 23. So you need to understand that the actual career starts after your B school or after your engineering. So the more time you get for after that process, that is also a good thing. So everything has pros and cons. It should like fit your thing, what you demand of your life, and what are your goals. I hope that answers. And if you still have doubts, you can ask that. Neha asks, "Can I?" Okay, yeah, Vaibhavi. Yes, someone is asking.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. So I uh, I basically suck at mathematics, and the basics of mathematics, it just really annoys me. So do you have any suggestion for like how to start as a beginner in it?
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. So that's completely fine, I would say. Again, I would come back to the thing that if you have it's like you're weak at that, and you know that you're weak at that, that's the best thing that has happened to you, because you know what you're weak at. So you can focus your preparation accordingly. Now if you're weak at cons, how you can proceed ahead? Start basic. We had that one book during graduation, RK Sharma, I guess. Nee, there's one book that we prepare for apti before coming.
RS Agrawal.
RS Agrawal, right? Start with RS Agrawal. Before that, start with numbers. Just try to understand numbers, how they function, the basic number line, squares, cubes. These are the basic things. Then move towards RS Agrawal. Solve RS Agrawal. Give enough time to understand the basics. Don't move to level 2. Just understand the level 1 of questions. Then you can start practicing, and you can start practicing early. अगर नहीं हो रहा है ना, तो मतलब उसको ज्यादा टाइम देना है तुमको. तो कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग, कीप सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस बेसिक वाले ही सही. And then by the time after you have practiced all these things, you will understand that these are your weakness, these are your strengths. Then only focus on your strengths. Exam में out of 34 questions, if you are weak at cons, you need to survive cons basically. So you have to solve 10 to 12 questions at max, one third of the paper, to score around 85 percentile. So then you have to solve 10 questions. 10 questions can be from the area of your strength. That's how you can proceed. I hope that answers.
Yeah. So if we stay with it,
Yeah.
we'll get hang of it.
Yeah, just stay with it. Just stay with it. Don't leave it and don't give up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Nia asks, can I skip geometry? I will just answer this one, then you can ask me again. Can I skip geometry? I would suggest going against that uh, because cons is mainly focused. See, what I'm telling you again, take this as a precaution with a caution. Pattern changes every year. Okay? From 3 years, what I have observed, I'm telling you that things might change again. So, from that 3 years of data, I'm telling you that what you can do is cons is focus mainly of arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. So try to take a good grasp over these subjects. It's okay even if you're weak with geometry, just cover the basics. Basics सबका होना चाहिए. Don't skip your basics. So that's the thing. Nikhil asks which college one should prefer if she is a lot into brand management, marketing, and sales. IIM or Micah. So Nikhil, first thing it should be the one thing that is good is IIM Lucknow in brand management and marketing, and Micah also. Micah is the mecca of marketing. So if you go into Micah, you only get to study marketing and purely you will love that. So again, the thing boils down to other factors also. Like one of my calls with Micah was I actually was inclined towards Micah, but then again, you need to look at what time frame you are in. Like if you are 22, yeah, you can risk. You can go to Micah. Like at someone who is 26, 27, he would think twice because you need to pay your fees and then you need to get a average package also. The survival things. So there's a difference pursuing your dream and then going for your survival also. So you need to understand both the things. So yeah, but honestly, if you want to go somewhere, you can go to Micah. We have a lot of seniors over there. You can connect with Saurabh Dhavala. He's my junior from RCUM only. He's studying at Micah. So yeah, next is Ankit asks, does academic history matter? Basically, what is bifurcation and how can we compensate poor academic history? So Ankit, we are having this session. I am giving you various honest answers. So try to take it with a pinch and salt, all of you. Okay. So academic history does matter at some point. Okay, but it's not the whole and soul of everything. So if you want to get into a, if you're targeting I am Ahmedabad only, so yes, academics are going to play a big role. You need to if you think your academics are poor or they are average, so what an average profile, if you have an average profile, if you think, you need to look at the options, the practical options. I will tell you, I am Calcutta is one such college which is in top 3 of India, and it has a very less focus on your past academics. It completely focuses on what you have done recently and what was your score and how are you performing well in your GDPI. So people, the one that my friend I mentioned you about in the starting, he actually had I guess 59, 62, something like this in his 10th, 12th, and even in graduation he had some 5 6.1 or 6.5. Still he managed to get 99.7 in his cat, and he went on to study at IIM Calcutta. So you need to understand that yeah, grades do matter, but looking at the target, obviously if you're targeting ABC, you need to align that well also. I hope that answers. And at the end of questionnaire, if you have doubts, you can again ask me. I'm still there. Um, Vaibhavi asked, yeah, obviously, if you're 8 plus CGPA, you have an advantage. Take this. Try to look at the various admission criterias. One of the sites that I can recommend you is time. जो time का site है ना, timeforeducation.com. Go to that website, look at the various criterias of different colleges, your different dream B schools, and try to look at the way they have assigned the marks to. ठीक है? Like if someone, like personally, I regret not studying in my undergraduation and taking things lightly. I was part of various different committees, and but yeah, I did manage to pass all the subjects. But I had a pointer of I guess 7.3. That's I still regret. 8 plus, yeah, obviously advantage तो थोड़ा रहेगा यार. If you have worked hard, you will get the advantage. But हाँ, ऐसा नहीं है कि 7 वालों को advantage नहीं मिलता है. You still stand a chance. Aniket asked, yes, Aniket. So 10, 12 class percentage matters during your admission process. Each college has a different criteria, but the basic criteria that most of the colleges follow is 60 plus in 10, 10, 12th. Most of the colleges, private B schools, obviously, MDI, SPJN, XLRI, all those colleges. But few colleges have an exception. They consider 55 plus also. So look at the criteria of different colleges on their websites. Just Google admission policy of IMC, admission policy of XYZ. You will get the criterias that they have. Then what are the eligibility criteria for most B school companies? Most B schools companies. Lokesh, can you clear the doubt? Like, if you can come on mic, you can use mic. I didn't get your question exactly. Bhumika asks, any tips on how can we know what specialization we would want to do? As in, how can I know whether I'm good at HR, supply chain, or other branches? So Bhumika, there are two things. First is through experience, through working in different industries, getting to know things. Second thing, by reading a lot of things. And third, like you should know yourself. Look for videos that what a particular role demands. If you are talking about supply chain, look at what supply chain demands, what a supply chain manager does in his day-to-day life. YouTube में से बहुत videos मिल जाएंगे. Then try to link कि are you fitting, like do you feel a fit over there. Again, I would say that don't fixate this thing. These are the things which you have time. The first year basically is common for everyone. तुम्हें सारे subjects पढ़ने पड़ते हैं, and then you get the chance to select your option. But yeah, if you're targeting some specific B schools like this, XLRI, Mica, so then you should know a few things, like if someone is into creativity, if he has a lot of interest in advertising, branding, how advertisement works, how they are doing marketing. So yeah, Mica is a place. If you like the back end things, like if you go to a shop, let's say DMart, and if you buy shampoo from there, so if you want to analyze that how the shampoo reached there, like what was the supply chain, what was the strategy that they followed, if you like those things, so yeah, then supply chain is something for you. So yeah, these are the few things that you can explore. Then the question is, what's the selection process of FMS Delhi? um, Ravindra, I will tell you, FMS Delhi actually had a criteria that they used to have, what they used to have, and this year's everything changed. So before this year, what the process they had was, they had a shortlist, first initial shortlist. After that, you had an extempore and a PI. So these were the two things that they were testing on mainly. But this year, since things changed, they didn't had any procedure, and they directly went for your 10, 12th and CAT percentile. So it was a disadvantage for people who actually were targeting FMS but and had a little bit of lower score in their past ACADs. So ISBAR things have changed due to COVID. But yeah, things would again be back to normal next year. So I think most of the questions I have answered. If anyone has
Uh,
any question,
uh,
you can ask me.
Ajinkya, one last question. Like, are marketing jobs target based?
Yeah, obviously.
So how a marketing person is going to bring revenue to the company? Because as a salesperson, it made a lot of sense to me. But
So the first thing that you need to understand, if you are doing an marketing, if you are going to study marketing, you are going to start your career in sales. The first thing that you are going to do, you are not going to start your position as a brand manager. You are not going to start your position as a marketing manager. You are going to start at a position where you are handling sales of a particular region. Let's say if someone is from I am Bangalore, and if he has done his MBA in marketing, so he would be handling directly the sales of directly a Maharashtra state or a particular region. So you are going to start with sales only. Like sales is the basic block of marketing.
okay, got it.
Yeah. Chirag.
Good afternoon, Bhaiya.
Yeah, yeah. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
My question is there any course related to stock market and trading in MBA?
Um, Actually, that's not exactly a course in MBA. So if you are interested in that field, you can pursue finance. Okay.
Yes.
And by Studying through finance, you will understand the nitty and gritty of the finance industry and how the market functions, and then you can go ahead with that. Or the one thing that you can do is you can do internships right now with a share company, like I guess Sher Khan is there in Nagpur, then Zerodha is there. So you can
Yes.
intern with such firms. You can understand things how they function. So basically try to get things on your resume, because if you things should not happen in और हवा में कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर if I am your interviewer and if you come to me that I want to do marketing, मुझे marketing बहुत ही पसंद है, तुमने बोल दिया चलो ठीक है. अच्छा, टेल मी व्हाट डिड यू डू इन योर मार्केटिंग, तुमने आज तक कुछ किया है उसमें. Basically what I am saying is you should have some actionable things, and it's not late, you are still young, you are hardly 21, 22, 23. You still have time.
Yeah.
Try to do certifications, try to do internships, try to get knowledge in that field, so that whenever you go for an interview you have a story to tell that boss I did this thing, that's why I have interest and that's why I want to pursue you. सो यू ओनली कंपेयर कि अगर मैं इंटरव्यू के लिए आता हूँ एंड इफ आई से हाँ मुझे मार्केटिंग पसंद है बट मुझे पढ़ना है, देन आई विल गेट टू नो थिंग्स. एंड वन ऑफ माई कॉम्पिटिटर्स कम्स, आई हैव वर्क इन B2B सेल्स इन वन ऑफ द इंटर्नशिप्स एंड नाउ आई वांट टू परस्यू मार्केटिंग सो दैट आई कैन गेट इनटू B2C आल्सो. क्या कन्विंसिंग लगता है? सो
Experience.
या आई मीन एक्सपीरियंस ऑल्सो, बट अगेन जरूरी नहीं है कि एक्सपीरियंस ही है, फ्रेशर्स को
What
भी
I
एडमिशन.
what I did in that
सॉरी, यस.
what I did in that field as I have
या.
interested in.
Yeah, basically start pushing your boundaries, guys. I will tell you, all the people who are there in the call, start pushing your boundaries. You are right now in a very comfortable zone. हम भी वहीं पे थे 3-4 साल पहले, I guess. And that's a little bit of regret, not exactly a regret, but yeah, क्योंकि we are in Nagpur, understand the reality. तुम नागपुर में हो, नागपुर में RCM से तुम पढ़ रहे हो, but when you go out you face people from Mumbai, Delhi. These are the people who were actually nailing things down in their life.
Trust me, this guy is telling the truth. I've
So,
experienced this.
so yeah, like it's better that you keep acting on your things, keep doing things, keep working, and it's not necessary that you need to do a particular thing. If you have an interest in your social service, go enroll with your NGO, work with them, go on work with some different fields, do internships, do something that you have. like material होना चाहिए, हवे में नहीं होनी चाहिए चीजें, ठीक है.
And my second question is, what is your view about JBIMS?
Yeah, that's like the mecca of finance. If you want to do finance, you should target GBMS.
एंड द थर्ड क्वेश्चन इज जो AWS की जो न्यू सीट आई है,
हाँ.
तो उसके बारे में, जैसे वो न्यूली रूल है तो किसी को कुछ पता नहीं उसके बारे में, एंड आई एम ऑल्सो इन दैट.
Okay.
तो इसका क्या क्राइटेरिया है एडमिशन लेने का AWS के थ्रू, एंड हाउ
Yeah.
मच परसेंटेज सीट इज अवेलेबल फॉर दिस?
Yeah, again I would tell you ki this is something that I'm not expert with. So I would suggest you to ask someone who is expert. मतलब मतलब rather than a student, someone who is into counseling or someone who's into admission process, they can help you with, or go or look for the notice that they have put on their website. क्योंकि कुछ भी जब चीज होती है ना तो उसका एक नोटिफिकेशन निकलता है. So go out there, search for the notification, and वहाँ पे criteria लिखा होगा. Because if I tell you something and if it is wrong, then things might go some different way from here.
यस यस, थैंक यू सर.
Yeah, chill. Then Chirag
Uh,
asks, let me just cover this question from Chirag. It's there from 5 minutes. I am facing problem in RC. I'm unable to understand it. What should I do? So Chirag, you are there. Just give me a thumbs up. Yeah. So Chirag, I will tell you this. This is something that I faced, and horribly बहुत मैंने face किया था. So understand why you are facing problems in RC is because one thing might be that your reading speed is slow. Second thing might be you're not able to grasp the particular topic. ठीक है. Third thing would be in the comprehension part. So what you can start doing is, first read, start reading, read a lot, and don't do passive reading. By passive reading what I mean is कि अगर तुमने एक 20 पैरा का एक आर्टिकल पढ़ लिया, you should know key what was the crux of the story, what was the crux of the passage, and what was the author talking about. How you can develop that? From today, whenever you read an article, after each para, ask yourself a question. What was the author telling me? What was the author trying to convey? And what is the emotion of the passage? What is the tone of the passage? And try to build this habit slowly for, like, let's say from today, if you start, try to do this for a month daily. इससे क्या होगा ना, subconsciously you would be start doing that thing once you start reading it बहुत speed से. So daily when you read, ask yourself a question after each paragraph, and after completing the passage, ask yourself question कि अच्छा basic crux क्या था, summary क्या थी, and tone क्या था author का. You can work on this thing. Second thing, if you do not understand few passages, try to identify which sector was that, like I talked about, whether that was a philosophy or science based or space based. Try to read articles on that, and हर चीज के articles मिलते हैं. Everyone has some fantastic bloggers out there who have like good stuff on the internet. Read that. Again, if you're facing problem with an RC, third cheese is the critical reasoning. You are facing problems with comprehending what the author was trying to tell, what was the inference of it, what was the conclusion of it. Practice critical reasoning, I will tell you. It's like the base of RCs. If you are strong with critical reasoning, your RC, you are good to go. So I think if you start doing these three things, and yeah, start maintaining a diary. What were the parts that you did wrong? These things are like good to go to solve your RC. And if you still have some doubts, you can ping me anytime. So yeah, my vocab is not good with will this affect? Um, चिराग सी, honestly vocab मेरा भी बहुत बेकार है. It will not directly affect you, but working on your vocab will help you with different exams, because exams like snap and other exams, they are going to test you on your vocab also. That there's a book called Word Power Made Easy, right? Buy that book. It's very cheap. Buy that book and try to solve that book 2 to 3 times. 2 3 बार कर लो यार, you are good to go. मतलब you still have a lot of time in your hands. Try to finish that book. I would suggest you. If you can do that, that's like a gold mine. So Bhumika asked me what can be major components of a diary and Excel sheet. If you don't mind, just let me stop sharing and see if I can find my Excel sheet. You can ask some different question. अदर किसी के पास कुछ क्वेश्चन होगा तो.
How to develop a network with analytical people, if any?
Try to connect with them on different platforms. I mean,
I am trying that, but not nothing much up till now. इसलिए मुझे लगा कि जैसे आपने आपको अगर कोई पता होगा तो that would be great.
as of now, I haven't come in like, see, what you can do is you can look for your friends who are working in those industries. Like what I do is, most of my friends who are outside RCOEM, they are working in different industries and various different big firms. So I try to connect with them. I get a knowledge of that field. So try to go it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that should help. Anything that you would like to ask बाकी लोगों को कुछ मतलब कुछ भी like honest, like don't feel that you're getting judged, or if someone is watching over you, any initial inhibitions that you have, you can ask me. We still have 10 minutes, I guess. Is 3 months sufficient for RC? Yeah, more, like, they are good to go. The more you practice, the better it is. So 3 months are sufficient. So yeah, luckily I have found my Excel sheet. Let me share it. I'm sharing my present now. You can modify the sheet always, obviously. This is something that is working according to my comfort. Is it visible? Okay. So see, what I used to do is, um, I used to write down the mock numbers. Okay. Then I used to write down the scores in that section. What were my attempts? How many I did correct? What was my accuracy? The percentile that I got in that mock. Similarly, I went ahead with LRDI and cons, then the overall part, and then this was my addition that I used to maintain, that did I analyze it the first time, did my first revision of all the mocks again, and the second revision tab. And the next thing that I maintained was to revise from that test, like few good questions that I found. I would suggest a change for you over here. What you can do is, I didn't find this particular part effective from the point of view of my preparation. What you can do is, the better way is take a screenshot of the mock, and that particular question that you found was tricky or had a lot of learnings in it. Try to maintain a Word document. My another friend used to do this, so that during your revision time you can revise the screenshots directly. So these are few things. I actually like to play with data, so I used to maintain this. I also extracted Excel graphs and all, the trend. You can see the trend, so it actually helps you with how you're progressing. Like, look at my trend. Oh my god. So yeah. So, and see, you need to understand, it was never constant. I had seen low points. You will see the low points, and this is like the current thing, but initially I started very low. So yeah, these are the few things that you can do. I hope this helps. Anything else? Okay, so we are at the end. What have to learn after getting into B school? How is your life needy going? Trust me on this. Enjoy your life as much as you can. Right now, I am actually operating two laptops over here. In my right laptop, a session is going on. In the left, I am having this session. I have back-to-back sessions till 10 p.m. today, and then we have study group calls and group meets till midnight, and after that, so it's pretty hectic for the first 3-4 months, because you also have to prepare for your placements. We have placements in October, the summer placements. You also have a lot to learn, and yeah, the best part is you get to learn a lot from people. Like, my group consists of people from IIT Bombay, from PwC, from Deloitte, from like people with various amazing backgrounds. So yes, I am getting to learn a lot from different people. It's all about peer learning. The more you connect with people, the more you go and talk to them, the more you try to learn from them. Just be humble, be kind always. Never forget that. Anything else, guys? Placements in first year. Yeah, Bhumika. So how B school operates is like, when you enter a B school, you have placements in first 2 months only, 2 or 3 months. You have your summer placements, the internship. You have a compulsory internship in your first year, which starts in April or May, or April, May, June, like that. So the placements for that take place right after you enter your B school. So yeah, and then the final placement takes place. But yeah, these placements matter a lot, because this will be adding to my CV, the company that I work with. So that is why we have placements right now. All the V schools have that structure in India. So I am assuming most of your doubts are answered and we are good to go. If you want to follow me, I am there on LinkedIn also, but I'm not active there as of now. Mostly I'm active on my Insta page, that's Stories by Ajinkya Zumre, that I maintain. Or you can ping me on Facebook, or you can have my number from Sir and just send me a message. So yeah, I hope that you had some insights that is not there on Google, because this is something from my personal experience, and you implement them and just don't feel down. Keep doing, be consistent with your work. कितना भी कम स्कोर आ जाए, टेंशन नहीं लेना है. You need to focus, you need to reach that stage, and you will reach that. I know यार, आरसीएम से हो यार, मतलब कर लोगे सब लोग अच्छा. So yes, thank you from my end.
Thank you, Ajinkya. It was very informative session, and most of the doubt which we got has been clear by you. और बहुत सारी चीजें जो है वो गूगल पे भी नहीं मिलती है, rightly said, और वो सब experience से ही आता है.
Yeah,
And you have shared all those, and I hope this will help all these guys to prepare in a better way for the CAT.
yeah,
और
sure.
CAT का preparation अगर आप कर रहे हैं तो बाकी exams का भी आपका meanwhile preparation तो हो ही जाएगा,
Right, right.
right?
Yes, sir.
Or thank you everyone for joining this. Okay, and being a RCIM alumnus,
Yes.
Ajinkya. He is
Yes.
always open to you.
Yes, sir.
You
Anytime.
can contact
Anytime.
him. Okay, and he is a very good writer as well. Just
Yeah.
he write a good stories. You can read those stories, and you can keep yourself motivated. Right?
Thank you, sir, for this honor.
Okay.
And like it was a nice opportunity to interact with all of and connect with my college
Yes.
again. Like, yeah, it was a good time.
Yes. Yes. Sir. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So thank you, Ajinkya,
Thank
for
you.
giving your precious time for all of us. Okay.
Yes, sir. Or
Hope we
anytime.
will arrange more sessions like this
Sure,
in
sir.
coming days. Okay,
Sure.
so it will keep the student abreast about what they had to do to crack the CAT or the similar exams.
Yes, yes. We will have one more. We can have one more session, like 3, 4 months before exam,
Okay.
to change things accordingly, the strategies and all.
Yes. 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 Sure.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much
Okay.
for having me.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for
Yeah.
joining this webinar. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Yeah. Bye bye.